Yeah, so I think that all kudos to them for being able to do what they do. And look, we heard some fantastic stories again this time, but last time as well. Where it's not just picking up people that they deal with. Like we heard on a number of occasions where they've actually stopped people not committing suicide. So
absolutely, I have a lot of my staff that have been first responders to attempted suicides, and unfortunately sometimes they have not been able to save the person, and there's just this increasing trauma each time, which is really one of the reasons that I engaged you and Lisa, because I am yet to experience anything that is able to work with that pain and that healing in such a safe way. There's a great program that has been developed called Suicide Assist, that's specifically for Aboriginal people, but it's been...
Is that the ISIS?
So there's iAssist, and there's a thing that was a program that was created and adapted called Suicide Story, and that's brilliant, but I haven't been able to access it for a whole lot of complex reasons, organisation, political, funding, for my staff for 4 years. And they had talked about that being fantastic. That's a brilliant program, Suicide Story. And that was developed through the Lifeline Mob and some other people. And even so, it doesn't have the familial and the intimate environment that you and Lisa are able to create in a group, which really allows for the truth to come. It really allows for the unburdening of heart pain. That's the
I sort of touch on that a little bit, with the Mibbinbah B2B program. We know that using the movie as an icebreaker, and that starts to create that safe space for people to be able to talk about what they need to talk about. And sometimes it can come out of left field what they want to talk about. So, and I guess that's the beauty and the flexibility of the program, is about being able to go in whatever direction we need to go with whatever participants we're working with.
Well, that's why it's a therapeutic program, and that is really what a good therapy session is. And people can arrive thinking they're there for professional reasons or for this. And for all of us, when we go into doing our healing, it's rarely what the presentation is that is those deep issues, and you've got to have a lot of safety, because for most of us it goes back to childhood, the original wounds, and it's got to be a very, very safe space for people to do that. And it's probably a more foreign thing for Aboriginal people, particularly my desert mum, that there must be a lot of other people, there is that collective and that family, and a lot of the staff talk about how difficult it is to really open up about that deep heart pain, because often it's related to family and culture, and like we were talking last night about in another reference about the reluctance to talk and open up about the more negative aspects, because you feel as though you can't be criticising your own culture. And the other thing that we talked about I wanted to do with this was explore what is an incident.
That's correct, So there's a couple of different things that we worked through this time with the program, and one of them was incident. And we were actually able to get the 3 coordinators up to be able to help facilitate that session, which I think worked really well. And it gives them a little bit of an insight into, but not, they all can facilitate, there's no doubt about that, but it just gives them a little bit of a different look at how we facilitate our program. So it was, I think it was really good. And the other thing for me was on the Wednesday when we went out on country to
down by the river.
To